This is the fifth video in a series of 9 videos covering the book, The Richest Man in Babylon by George S. Clason. In this video, we will discuss Chapter 5, The 5 Laws of Gold. Take a deep breath and allow yourself to enter the mood of this study. Today, we're going to dive into one of the most important chapters in all literature about prosperity. A simple yet profound chapter that reveals why some people accumulate wealth consistently while others spend decades working hard without seeing significant results. And if you're already over 40, this topic may touch sensitive areas of your life. Maybe you've experienced frustrations, missed opportunities, or financial decisions you wish you had made differently. But the good news is, maturity can be your greatest ally if you understand the laws that govern the flow of wealth. So pay attention. This video may represent a turning point. In Chapter 5, we find a story told to young men who seem anxious to become wealthy. They listen to Arkad, the richest man in Babylon, share a teaching that has survived for centuries, the 5 laws of gold. And here, the word gold is a metaphor for money, assets, resources. These are simple laws, but non-negotiable ones, and those who ignore them pay a high price. Let's explore each one of them, adapting them to the modern world and especially to the stage of life of someone who is starting over at 40. The first law of gold says that money comes easily and in greater quantities to those who allocate at least 10% of everything they earn to build their wealth. In other words, pay yourself first. This is a universal law. When you reserve a portion of your earnings for yourself, you send a signal to your brain, I value myself. People over 40 often have the habit of paying everyone, bills, debts, expenses, and leaving their own future for last. But prosperity is not born from what is left over. It is born from what you protect. Maturity offers a benefit. You already know from experience that time goes by quickly. And because of that, this habit can no longer be postponed. Start today. The second law states that gold works diligently and constantly for those who invest it wisely. Today we call this compound interest. A saved and properly invested amount can grow every day, even while you sleep. Many, however, start late because they did not understand this earlier. But at 40, 50, or even 60 years old, there is still time. Warren Buffett invested and reinvested until small sums turned into fortune. The secret is not speed, it's consistency. Imagine that every dollar is an employee. Some work, others don't. When you invest, you're hiring workers to build your future. The third law says that gold seeks protection in the hands of those who manage it competently. Here lies a crucial point for anyone who has made mistakes in the past. Many times, we lose money because we trust easy promises, risky businesses, or advice from loved ones who lack experience. Prosperity requires discernment. If someone shows up with a miraculous proposal that seems too good to be true, it probably is. Learn from specialists. Study. Question. Seek knowledge from people with real results. At 40, your financial decisions need to be surgical. Your recovery time is shorter. This law protects you from repeating old patterns. The fourth law is a powerful warning. Gold flees from those who invest in businesses they do not understand. Excitement doesn't matter. You should only invest in what you understand. When you put money into something without comprehension, you are gambling, not investing. And gambling does not build a future. Especially in the mature stage of life, you need to choose predictable, solid paths that align with your risk tolerance. Knowledge is a filter. Ignorance is an invitation to loss. Ask yourself, do I know how this really works? Do I have clarity? If not, do not put your assets at risk. The fifth law concludes, gold escapes from greedy people or from those influenced by strong emotions. Here we see many adults making the same mistake. When we are afraid, we invest poorly. When we are anxious, we overspend. And when we are euphoric, we believe in quick promises of wealth. Maturity, however, can be your superpower. You have already seen financial trends come and go. You have witnessed promises disappear into thin air. Emotions are terrible advisors. Emotional discipline is what separates those who prosper from those who sink. These 5 laws can transform your financial destiny. And if you look at your history, you might notice that the moments in which you prospered were exactly when you applied these rules, even without realizing it. And the moments in which you lost money were when you ignored them. Life leaves traces, and they tell the truth. Another important point in this chapter is the difference between opportunity and illusion. Many people over the age of 40 feel as if they are late, and because of that feeling, they end up looking for shortcuts. Shortcuts charge a toll. Prosperity requires time, patience, and repetition. There is no sustainable wealth built on impulse. Babylon teaches us gold loves stability, and mature people can offer exactly that: emotional stability, analytical ability, and commitment. Think about it. How many times have you spent time and energy worrying about money instead of studying it? Money rewards those who respect it, and respecting it means learning. Working alone is not enough. Many people have worked their entire lives and reached 50 with no assets. Work produces income, but knowledge produces wealth. And here is a deep reflection. Prosperity is not just about accumulating money. It is about building security, freedom, peace of mind, and the ability to take care of those you love. When you save 10%, invest intelligently, avoid unnecessary risks, seek knowledge, and control your emotions, you are creating that future. Maybe you're watching this video and thinking, but I've made many mistakes. And I tell you, mistakes are teachers. The important thing is not to repeat them. After 40, you don't need to run, you need to aim. Every correct step matters. The chapter also shows how bad advice can destroy fortunes. Do not ask for financial guidance from someone who doesn't have it. Emotional closeness does not replace competence. If you want to learn about money, listen to those who have prospered. If you want to lose weight, listen to those who have lost weight. If you want to become an entrepreneur, listen to those who have built businesses. Great results come from great references, and there is a detail that goes unnoticed by most people. Gold loves those who protect it. When you waste it, it goes away. When you honor it, it returns multiplied. This ancient metaphor is extremely current. We all know people who receive large sums and lose them quickly. The problem was not the amount. It was the mindset. If you are not prepared, the money will not stay. So how can you apply these laws today in real life, as an adult, with responsibilities, bills, maybe a family? Start small. Save 10%. Study basic investments. Eliminate expensive debts. Avoid miraculous proposals. Develop emotional discipline. Protect your assets. Choose the long term. You don't need speed. You need direction. Prosperity loves the consistent path, and maturity is an advantage. At 20, you have impulses. At 40, you have history. At 50, you have context. At 60, you have wisdom. Never doubt, you can prosper at any age. Chapter 5 concludes with the most important lesson. Wealth is the result of habits, and habits can be built now. It doesn't matter where you've been. What matters is where you're looking, and today, you are looking in the right direction. If this content made sense to you, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Also, check out our financial mindset development materials presented in the first pinned comment. See you in the next video. And remember, Start now. The best time to plant was yesterday. The second best is today.